A draft of the policy stated this about trespass. Where a ban has been issued against an individual and the individual fails to comply with the ban, then the individual may be charged under the Trespass to Property Act. That's what the draft looks like. Among other things, Freedom of Information secured 2 emails. The first is Mr. Owen's January 7th, 2005 email, where he takes exception to the drafts may be charged under the Trespass Act. And you have it as one of the documents in your possession right now. But I'll just read what he specifically refers to.
I think that we have to come to some conclusion on this issue, because I'm at a loss as to what you're referring to or what you're trying to get to. I don't want to minimize what you're trying to get to. I'm going to suggest that you sit down with the staff and the mayor and the city manager and outline to us exactly what your concerns are. Because I think it's unfair to council to have this thing brought to our attention and we're at a loss to respond. I am, as mayor. So I think this issue is getting a little bit out of hand, and we got to come to some conclusion on it. So I'm going to suggest, with council's approval, that the mayor meet with, and the staff, and the city manager meet with you, and sit down and go over your concerns, and try to find out what you're after, and then what we can do about it. Because I think that's the only way that we're going to get to the bottom of and try to help you with getting the answers that you want, you've indicated. And we're not getting it here in your presentations to General Committee or Council. So I would suggest, if Council agrees with that happen. Councillor Unica.
Madam Mayor, I'd be happy to so move. You may recall when we last dealt with it, and I asked it to go back to committee, and we spent some time on it. Even with all of that, I think we were still trying to fight with understanding the data, the implications, what this means. But Madam Mayor, I agree with you entirely, because through to Ursula, I'm still trying to understand at the end of the day what the ask is. So what is, I think you're very genuine in pursuing it. I think it relates to youth violence and under reporting of statistics, and it means we may not be giving the outputs from the system that we should have. I think we all respect all of that, but we're not clear on the ask. We referred it back to committee hoping to get there. I think it's raised more questions for you. I respect that. But Madam Mayor, I think your suggestion is a very, very good one, and it's good of you to make the time to sit down to maybe to clarify some of the data, but then when it comes back, I just want to be clear on what the ask is, what you'd like us to do to make the system better, because we share that with you, because I think you're well-intentioned, as the Mayor said, in that regard. So Madam Mayor, I'm happy to move that suggestion, and thank you for it, the appropriate, and you'll nail down the data, and then bring back to us what it is that you'd like us to do to improve on this. I think that's very helpful.
Councillor Prentice.
Just one thing, when you receive something for information, do you have to receive it, or can you defer it back?
We can refer it back.
Can I request then that Report 9, the request for additional information security incidents, not be received for report then?
But can be referred back.
Referred back, because I would really like the youth minor statistics in there, please.
The whole matter will be referred. We'll sit down with you and go over what your concerns are, what information you're seeking, what you want us to do, what you feel the council should be doing in this regard, direction to staff, etc. It'll all be looked at, and that's the only way we're going to get to some consensus and or conclusion of the matter. Okay?
Yes, and I just have one unusual request, and I'm not sure if you can accommodate, but I'd really like an electronic copy of the Mississauga's Corporate Security Database be handed over to Mississauga's community partner, Peel Regional Police, at such time as I can convince.
Well, that will be referred.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything will be referred.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, corporate reports.